Simple song, awesome. I'll throw in a solo too, just because they're awesome back in the day. We're just going to use root and fifth chords, or 5 chords. And now you can do all this stuff in open position as well. So when I call out D, you can just as well do the D down here, however you want to do it. But in the sake of making it easy, which we like to do here, we're just going to keep one chord shape. So we're going to do 5 and 7 on the A and D. That's going to be our D chord. We're going to hit each of these chords twice. So we're going to go, then we're going to go straight up from there, 5 and 7 on the E and A. So we got, now we're going to scoot up 2 frets and go 7 and 9. So we got, right? Not that big of a deal. Now we're basically going to do a reverse pattern. So instead of going up, we're going to go like this. So instead of going, we're going to go. So the next part is going to be G, which is down on the 3rd and 5th. Scoot up to A, back to D. So all together we got. Now we're going to do that 9 times. And on the 9th time is going to be, it's going to segue into the chorus with a little bit of a buildup. So that's going to sound like this. Now, keep in mind the whole time we're doing this, we're applying heavy palm muting. Now, that's just putting your palm right where the bridge comes out on the string. So it sounds like this, right? Instead of, which you can do as well halfway through the verse, it starts to pick up a little bit and you'll hear more of that open sound. So have it your own way, right? So again, 9th time, here we go. It's just 3 times, 1, 2, 3 with a slide, and then we're going to build up 8 times. So do 4 muted, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The next 4 gradually take off the muting until you're just full on open wailing, right? And build it up. So it's called dynamics. So that's one of the things you want to do. Even on these really simple songs, pay attention to dynamics, right? So anyways, from there, we're going to go into the chorus. Chorus is really simple. What we're going to do is we're going to do an A chord, then we're going to drop in our 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the B and our ring finger on the 4th fret of the D. So we're going to have, and then here. Now we're going to hit that 3 times. So we're going to have, walking into the chorus, and then it's going to go. So A, then we're going to hit our new chord 3 times. So we got back to A, then we're going to go to a B, we're going to hit it twice, and then we're going to go back A, B, A. So we got, and then start over. Do that twice. The next part, we're going to go G, A, D. Now I do a mute and then I catch it on an upstroke because it's kind of on an and. So we got, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go, so it's 2 on the B, 2 on the A. Okay, so that is the first chorus. The next chorus is very similar with a little bit of a tweak that gets us into a bridge. So let's go over that. All right, so the new part of the second chorus, keep in mind it's a double chorus. So we're going to do everything the same. Right? So you're just going to do that G-A-D part a couple more times. A couple more times. It sounded like I was foreign. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go just like normal. So I went. Now I hit that G twice. And then I go down to the D and I hit it 3 times. So far all together we got. And then I'm going to hit it 1, 1, 3 again on the D. And then I'm going to go 4 on the B, 4 on the A. Before getting into playing this G like 895 times. It's where you start dancing around like flash dance or, you know, whatever, waving your arms around like you're in an aerobics class and you got some cool keys popping in there, you know, justifying your yellow Reeboks with your, you know, arm bandanas or whatever you got going. So I'll get into the solo in the next part after that. But just in review, so we got. Dance. All right, let's get into the rest of the bridge and the solo. Aerobics class, you know, and lifting some weights, sweating. Literally like 46 times later, if you went 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 35 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9, 4, you know, blah, 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 blah. Think right around 46, 45, 44, give or take. 9 or 10. We're gonna get to like I did that nice and out of time for you. I gotta make sure you're paying attention around like the 10-minute mark, right? So what we're doing is F sharp, B, F sharp, G sharp. So what I'm doing is, and then back up to F sharp, 1. I'm just gonna do that 4 times. All right, so that last part was just like the end of the chorus where we're going to go. So again, that's G, A, D, or 3 and 5 on the E, 5 and 7 on the E and A, and then down to 5 and 7 on the A and D. Then I'm going to go. So I just go down, up, down, and then down, up, down, up. And then it gets into the solo, right? So you're not going to go all together and then get to the solo. It actually kind of breaks into the solo after you go right there, and it comes in. So what the solo is going to be is you can do this first note here, or you can do it up here. So that's either the 7th fret of the G or the 12th fret of the D. It's the same note. So we're going to do it 8 times. Now the next part is going to go 12, 12, that's E, B. Then we're going to go down to the 10th fret, down to the 10th fret E, so 10 B, 10 E. And then 9. Then we're going to go back up to 10 B, 10 E. And then we're going to bend up a whole step on 10B. So we got. all together. Right, so from there, we're going to bend up a whole step on B17. And then we're going to actually do a tap. So that's going to be... So what you do is you bend up a whole step, and then you're going to tap on the 20th fret after it's already bent up, and then you let go and then release the bend. Now he does a little bit of vibrato when you tap. If you do vibrato right here, it's still going to come through and go down. Now the next riff is going to go... So what you're going to do is you're going to go 15 on the B, and then you're going to go 16, 15, 14 twice. So, and then you're going to do it again, but only do 14 once. So you're going to go B, 15, 16, 14, 14, 14, and then you're going to do it again, but 14 one time. So all together you got... Alright, so next what we're going to do is we're going to go on the G and the B string, and it's going to be a hybrid picked riff, and that means I'm going to use my pick and my finger at the same time. I'm going to start off on the 11th fret of the G. Now the spacing on all these riffs is going to be G and E strings. We're going to skip over the B, but kind of drape your finger across the B string to help it from ringing out. It's going to be 14 and 14, down to 12 and 12, and then we're going to go 11 and 10. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick 7 and 7, but I'm going to do an immediate slide to 9 and then back to 7. So it's going to go, right? Again. And then, so all together. Again. Now after that, we're going to go. Now what I did there is I went 15, 14, 12. So we got. That's just going 12, E, 15, B, 12, E, 15, B with a little vibrato. The next riff is going to be, so that's going to be a slide up to 11 on the G, then we're going to go 10 on the B, 12 on the B, then we're going to go 9 on the E, back to 10 on the B. So that's, and then we're going to go make like a D shape, kind of, with your first and second finger, G and B. We're going to go 7 and 8, then 9 to 10. So it's, and then you're going to go 12 and 12, G and B still, and then 4 hits on the 10th fret of the B and the E. So all together, slowly, we got. And then. Back to A. And then you're going to go back into the chorus part. All right, so you're like your last chorus, 4 or 5, 10 times, whatever it takes, however long the song's going, the crowd's pumped, you're like, yeah, and they can't, girls are flying all over the place, it's awesome, whatever. Okay, so the very end, so you've done like your 12th chorus, and people are like, yeah, let's end this, and then all you got to do is... That's it, right? So what we're going to do, A, just like we're doing the same chords in the beginning of the song. Next part, so it's next part. So it's, and then back to that chord. So all together. And you're done.